The Detroit Lions have just played in their first preseason game of the year, and we got to see some really young, talented cornerbacks come out here and prove why they are going to be dominant in their NFL careers. Not only did we get to see Terryon Arnold, but we also got to see Ennis Rakestraw Jr. as well. And in this video, I kind of wanted to break down some film, go through it, and show you guys exactly what I saw, just so you guys can be kept up to date with how these guys are playing in games. So we're going to break down some film. Before we do so, I want you guys to comment down below 3 standouts from the game, right? I'm going to specifically break down the cornerbacks, but if you guys want me to make a part 2 and cover maybe someone on offense, maybe another defensive player, just comment down below their name and a couple of other standouts as well that you would like me to break down. Before we jump into the video, make sure you follow my Twitch, because we actually live streamed this game over there. We watched it live together, kind of broke down the film in live time. So all you guys got to do, click the link in the description. And with that being said, let's kind of dive into the film and look at 2 rookie cornerbacks that I think are going to be good. All right, here we go. First play, we're going to see Terryon Arnold at the bottom of your screen. We're also going to see Ennis Rakestraw at the top versus Malik Neighbors. What we're going to get here as an offensive scheme-wise is an RPO, right? We can either hand this football off to the running back in this direction, or we can throw some slants over here. Now, again, this is the quarterback's decision. Drew Lock has to make the decision. Do I hand this football off depending on what these front 4 guys do, or do I pass the ball depending on if these guys can get open relatively quickly here, right? And again, the reason we know this is an RPO is because we're going to see Malik Neighbors contain a block with Ennis Rakestraw pretty much the entirety of the play. So let's watch it real quickly. Again, it's a motion down here by Malik Robertson, who I think could be a big-time contributor with Cam Sutton now in Pittsburgh. Boom, RPO. We're going to get a block up here by Malik Neighbors. Everything else is going to the right side of the field. At this point in time, you have to release the football, or you're eventually going to have an illegal man downfield. Throws it. Robertson makes a great play, right? Now, again, this is not to break down Robertson specifically, but let's watch what Terryon Arnold does here at the bottom of your screen as well. Just really good coverage against Jaylen Hayes, right? We know Jaylen Hayes has really good speed out of Tennessee. Boom, stays with them the entirety of the play. And, you know, he wasn't even able to get past the line of scrimmage before that football was out. So, again, like that start. I know it's an RPO, but let's break down another play that I thought was even better. All right, so here we go. The first thing we're going to notice is press man-to-man coverage pretty much with both of these young cornerbacks. One, this is the matchup we really want to look at here, because this is Malik Neighbors versus Terryon Arnold, but the intended receiver is going to be Jaylen Hayes on a drag route over the middle. Now, the reason they run him on a drag is because the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness, once he gets that football in his hands, he's really tough to bring down. So, boom, you're going to see a drag there. We're going to kind of see, you know, a route that ends up going as a crosser over the middle of the field. But again, let's focus on first Ennis Rakestraw and Jaylen Hayes. So notice right away, you'll see Rakestraw kind of take that outside leverage here, as he just wants to force him inside, right? If he gets to the outside on this play, it could be kind of deadly, because your lone safety is kind of cheating, or he's kind of just in the middle of the field, right? And probably going to stay on the strong side. So keep that in mind. He's going to wall him off from the outside, and boom. So he's going to get a little bit of leverage going on this drag route, which is okay. What I want to really show you is the comeback speed, right? Being able to get back into this play and make a tackle for a gain of nothing for the offense, okay? Great play by Rakestraw on that one. Now let's actually take a peek down here at Malik Neighbors versus Terryon Arnold. So again, he's going to break inside. He's going to try to get into the way of this linebacker, or Malik Robertson, I want to say, actually, on this wheel. Boom. And now you see a little bit of separation being drawn out here by Malik Neighbors, but nothing crazy. I thought Terryon Arnold did a really good job. You also have that over-the-top help as well. So Arnold was never really freaking out about that play specifically. I thought both corners did a really good job, you know, in consideration to what they're going up against. I thought they did a really good job here. Again, let's watch Ennis Rakestraw over the middle. Look at this comeback speed. I mean, that is a good 4 yards of separation, 3 yards maybe. Able to come back in here and make a play on the ball carrier. Again, I like that, man. I like it. All right, here we go again. Now, this is on special teams. I just wanted to showcase the versatility of Ennis Rakestraw again. Now, you don't see Terryon Arnold playing too much special teams, but Rakestraw adds a different dynamic versatility to this team that they truly did need, right? So again, he's going to be as a gunner. They're actually going to send a one-on-one versus him. You got 2 on the bottom of your screen down here. But let's watch how Ennis Rakestraw really goes through this play. So punt is up and away. You got that one-on-one. You actually have a help defender coming over here to block. And watch what he does here. He's going to basically somehow get them both to trip over each other. And now you go one-on-one with the return man, right? He's going to break down his feet right here. Boom. Stop. Really read, react, and attack. You're actually going to see his linebacker push him into him. But he does come in there to help get a tackle there. And again, I want to show the versatility of being able to be a gunner and getting through 2 defenders, whether it be they trip or you just get through them, and then going to make a big play on special teams. Again, I want to give him credit. I thought he had a really good game, and he did it early as well. A lot of good plays early on. Real quickly, guys, before we get into this next play, which trust me, you're going to want to see it, it's Malik Neighbors. Obviously press man coverage against Rakestraw. You also have Terryon Arnold versus Jaylen Hayes. Only 1 deep safety. This was a really good play. Before we break this one down, though, do me a favor. Hit the like button, but more importantly, subscribe to the channel if you're new. Guys, it's free. It doesn't cost anything to subscribe, and we will be covering the Lions pretty much through the entirety of preseason, regular season, breaking down film, whatever you guys want to see, we got you guys covered. So make sure you guys join the family if you haven't already done so. Like I said before, we stream this game live on my Twitch. If you want to watch those with me, go click the link in the description and you can pretty much watch them with me, break down the film in live time. But with that being said, let's kind of dive back into the video, break a couple more plays down here. This was such a fun one, and again, if you want to see another one of these videos, comment down below either part 2 or give me a couple players that you think I should go back and look at the film at for, because right now I'm specifically only looking at the DBs in this video. So if you want me to look at a linebacker or a defensive lineman or a quarterback, Hendon Hooker, let me know in the comments down below. But let's get right back into the video. And once again, another great play here by the DBs. This time, Ennis Rakestraw versus Malik Neighbors, and then Terryon Arnold on the bottom versus Jaylen Hayes. I mean, this is what you call a great defensive play. Now, what we see offensively is a couple of different things, right? I mean, this wide receiver, Malik Neighbors, is going to come up. He's going to break inside for a little curl route. We're going to see a block and release where he comes out and maybe stops over the middle of the field. We're going to see Jaylen Hayes towards the bottom, same thing. He's going to break outwards on a comeback, and then you're going to see this guy kind of run a little bit of a stop and then wheel route towards the outside. But what we're going to notice really quickly is Drew Lock wants to get this football over to Malik Neighbors. He's going to be kind of staring him down. He wants to throw him this football, right? Obviously, the strong side on the right hash mark here, so this are the safer throws because when you throw across the field, gives, the cornerbacks a lot more opportunity to kind of jump a route, especially if it's a quick comeback route. Definitely scary to throw though. So again, let's watch how this play breaks down. Press man coverage again. With doing that with Malik Neighbors is kind of scary, especially you do have your safety cheating to the left side of the field, which is probably what you want to do here, especially because you got that press up top. All right, so here we go. Watch how this play breaks down again. Malik Neighbors trying to get to the outside. Remember, he's going to break in. Boom. Stop. I mean, Rakestraw is all over. You can see Drew Lock really starting to try to, or at least want to throw this football. He's loading up to throw it, but he realizes quickly that, okay, that is not open. It's going to allow, right, these DBs, allowing their defensive linemen to really, just get into the backfield, right? Get into some pressure onto the quarterback. Boom. And we're able to get a sack here off the backside. Beautiful coverage sack here by the defense. I thought they looked amazing. And again, credit to the starting DBs, Rakestraw, Arnold, and even Malik Robertson as well. Did amazing on that play. Okay, another one. So basically on this play, we're going to get a zone look here. And the reason we know this is we go back, see this pre-snap motion. Malik Neighbors, nobody rotates over with them. Usually if it's man-to-man, you would literally see, Terryon Arnold or, a safety come over with him and kind of line up man-to-man, right? But instead, nobody rotates over. We just kind of see Rakestraw kind of just take him, right? So we know this is a zone coverage. From the look we're seeing right now, I mean, you can probably tell that Rakestraw is either in one of two different things, right? He's either in a flat, or a cloud flat, a hard flat, or he's in a deep zone, right? Covering the deep right side of the field. So again, we can break that down really quickly and see what he's in. But for right now, at this moment in time, it seems like, right, you have one deep safety over here. You have this deep safety as well. So if you ask me, it looks like you're maybe in a Tampa 2 where this guy's covering this side of the field, this guy's covering this side of the field. You got a flat over here. You got what seems to be a mid read here, maybe a hook curl there, another hook curl there, and then you got another flat on the opposite side of Rakestraw. Okay, so whenever you're in these flats, your job is to kind of contain what gets out here. If there's anything that leaks over here, that's kind of your job. But if you don't have anyone over there, you then have to make your decision that, okay, I can kind of drop back a little bit more than I'm, maybe not allowed to, right? But just to make sure you're being productive on the field. So you're going to see here, Terryon Arnold is going to play the flats down here. Rakestraw is going to drop back even deeper, right? Because he has nothing to cover over here, he's just going to keep backing up. And you can compare it to Arnold, who's around that 50-yard mark, and he's around, that 44, 43-yard mark. He is definitely dropping way, way further. And again, really good coverage, really, forces Drew Lock to, right? And again, you can kind of tell Drew Lock is heavily invested at this side of the field. He maybe wants to dig, he maybe wants to throw it here, but man, they're just playing such airtight defense for the entirety of this play. There's nothing. There's literally nothing. The hook curl ends up biting down here on the scramble, and he has to just lob it out of bounds. Again, love the defense, man. These dudes are going to be studs. I can tell, right? You did bring in Carlton Davis, but Rakestraw has a ton of potential, man. I'm telling you. All right, another play here for the Giants. We're going to get a quick out by Malik Neighbors. We're going to get a go by this receiver here and a deep dig over the middle of the field. Now, the reason they do this is because you have that two deep safety look, right? Obviously, we see these two safeties, one here and one here. Now, normally, they would both be either in a cover 2 where they're both covering the deep half of the field, or they could be in a cover 1 robber, right? Obviously, we can tell this is most likely man because we're pressing almost everywhere, right? You would not see this if this was zone coverage, right? So, since this is man, you can assume one of two things. This guy's dropping back, this guy's dropping back, or this guy's dropping back and this guy's in a mid-read, okay? So that is something the QB has to decipher very quickly here. Now again, remember the route concept. We're going to get a quick out, we're going to get a go, and we're going to get a deep dig over the middle of the field. So you would expect one of these safeties to take that go, and maybe one of these safeties to either come up here and take the dig or drop back, and something's going to be open, right? So let's see what the defense comes out in. Right away, we're going to notice, okay, cover 1 robber. So this guy's in a mid-read. This guy's going to cover the deep half of the field. So boom, he's got the streak. And now what's interesting is Terryon Arnold is in really good coverage with Malik Neighbors that Drew Lock doesn't even want to throw this ball because he's a little bit nervous, right? Nervous because Arnold is a good defensive back. So he's now going to look it off and look at the dig. But what he doesn't know is since he never looked back over the middle of the field, he has no idea that now we're looking at a cover 1 robber. He throws it. We got a beautiful little interception. But either way, guys, Rakestraw was in insane coverage. Either way, I don't think this is a completed ball. I thought the coverage was great. Ends up being an interception for the defense. I don't know if that was Kirby Joseph. Either way, it was actually Brandon Joseph, not Kirby Joseph. I apologize. Saw the Joseph, definitely not Kirby, Brandon Joseph. So I know you guys are going to comment down below. It's not Kirby. I apologize. Quickly figured out when I saw the number 40 on his back. But again, great play by the defense. Great coverage, very sticky. Again, that's how you force some turnovers right there. All right, now this time, Terryon Arnold is now out of the game, and they kept Rakestraw in for a little bit longer. We're going to see a little bit of a stop, and then go down that right sideline. We're actually going to notice relatively quickly here that the wide receiver does a really good job creating some separation on Rakestraw. But again, right, the one thing you'll notice in games in the NFL is quarterbacks will start to realize, okay, I don't really want to throw to that guy anymore. He's caused me some problems. He's been really good in coverage, so I'm not even going to look that way anymore, right? So on this play specifically, he doesn't even look the way of number 5, which I think could be Allen Robinson, but I don't really know at the time. So he's going to not even look at it. Looks like it could potentially be getting open. If you high point that and lead that perfectly, that could be a big touchdown. Ends up being incomplete pass over the middle. Drew Lock cannot get it going. But again, you know, I wouldn't say that this is actually a home run ball. It depends on the throw. I think Rakestraw's got that speed to make a catch up on the play if need be. But they don't even test him. So again, I think the coverage that he had during the middle of the game or during the beginning of the game really threw off the quarterback from wanting to even look that way during this possession. So take that as you wish. And again, quick little in route by the wide receiver. I literally just want to show you Rakestraw. I mean, every single play I go to, he's playing really good coverage. Besides that last one, boom, outside leverage, right? Forces him inside, and the route was probably an in anyway, right? But all over it, nowhere to go with that ball. Incomplete anyway to the corner route. Again, great defense here by Rakestraw, man. I love it. Now, shortly after, they did take him out the game, but this was another play I did see. He's going to have some press man coverage here. He's going to absolutely just jam him off the line of scrimmage. You know, kind of throw him off his route a little bit here. Again, we're going to see him, boom, right? Kind of push him off that route. And by the time he turns around, wasn't really expecting the ball. And incomplete, could have been a pick as well. But that pretty much does it for this video, guys. Let me know what you guys think. Hit the like button. If we get 300 likes or whatever it may be, we're probably going to be posting another one of these videos. Comment down below part 2 or more film, whatever you guys want to see. And let me know what players you want me to break down as well. Join the family. It's free. Doesn't cost anything. Hit the like button. Also, check out the Twitch for more of these videos. And lastly, guys, I did want to mention Underdog Fantasy, guys. I just won a ton of money betting on some Lions football for the preseason in terms of player props. Underdog Fantasy is not only going to give you free money when you use my promo code in the description, but they're also going to give you a free line. For example, last year, Patrick Mahomes over half a yard. Guys, the freest money you'll ever get. Not only are they going to match your first deposit for a certain amount of money, but also they're going to give you a free square. I mean, guys, you just go check it out. If you put in $5, you'll be able to check it out, see if you like it or not. I'm telling you, you guys are probably going to like it. So join the family. Go check that out if you haven't already done so. And I'll see you guys in the next Lions breakdown if you guys want one. Peace.